Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. So today I'm going to show you how to do this really deep, dark, sort of gothic, vampy look. I've used all cool tone colours with this because I really liked adding a sort of purple touch to it. And in the inner corner I used a diamond crusher from Lime Crime just to give it a bit of pop and make it not look so dark. So if you want to know how to recreate this look, then just keep watching. Thank you. So I've already put concealer on my eye, but not actually on my eyelid, because on there I'm going to use a jumbo pencil as a base. This one's Slate, but black bean would most probably be more suitable because that's jet black, whereas this one is like a dark grey. I don't think I actually have black bean, which is weird as I work with NYX. But yeah, this does the job. You just really want to take this colour to the crease. It doesn't have to be too neat, we're going to be blending it out. You're looking to create like a semicircle shape over the eye. So then you end up with that sort of mess. I'm then going to take a synthetic brush, or actually all the brushes I'm using are synthetic, and just blend out the edges of that, because the powder that we use on top will cling to it, so if there's any harsh lines here, it means that there'll be harsh lines later. Because it's so soft and creamy, it's really easy to blend out. If your brush starts to pick up too much colour, just sort of rub it on the back of your hand to remove some of that excess product. Okay, so you should end up with something like that. Now for all the eyeshadows today, I'm going to be, well, other than jet black, I'm coming from this palette, which is the Ultimate palette from NYX, and it's the cool toned one. It's got some really pretty shades in. I really want to play around with this sort of dual chrome one. Looks a bit like blue brown pigment from MAC. But today we're going to be using this matte on the second row. It's sort of a pinky purple shade. This colour is going to act as our transition colour. So we're going to take that through the crease and take it under the eye as well. So this is the stage where you can start creating the eye shape that you like. Now I personally like it really dark up in here and then curved around the outside, but some people like it really winged out and, you know, all the other good stuff. So you do what's flattering for you. If you take it too far, you can get your concealer brush that you put the concealer on to start with, which I did whilst not filming, like right at the beginning when prepping my eye. You can take that and just soften any edges. Next up, I'm going to take the really bright purple shade in the bottom corner and a small pencil brush. I didn't want this smoky eye to just be black. I wanted there to be a sort of subtle purple hue to it, just to sort of give it a bit more life. We're going to take that right into the crease. It won't go as far out as the last colour. And over the top of the base, it isn't as vibrant. On Monday, so today's Friday, I did the makeup for a photo shoot, and it was all like pastel themed and very brightly coloured, and I used some of the, where's it gone? Diamond crushers as highlighters, sort of on the tops of the cheeks and on the inner corner. I used different shades of them, and they're just absolutely amazing. So that's what we're going to use today in the inner corner. I've not done it yet on this side, as you can see, but we'll add that in a bit. Just going to take this underneath the eye as well. Now to blend all of that out, we're going to take this sort of greyer purple and a fluffier brush and just sort of blend those two colours together. Because this brush is the least dense out of all the ones that we've used so far, it really helps soften the edges and diffuse them, giving you that nice gradation that we want. It doesn't matter too much if the edges aren't perfectly blended at this stage, because once you've applied your foundation you can sort of do those finishing touches, and there's not much of a problem about fallout and things if it's just a little bit of light blending at the end. But you want to get the bulk of it done whilst you've got no foundation on. Okay, so now that all of that is done, I'm just going to take a flat eyeshadow brush. This one is from Medusa, and I'm going to take the matte setting spray from NYX and spritz my brush. And for the black eyeshadow, I'm going to take Blackout from Decay in the Naked 2 palette, but you use whatever black eyeshadow you prefer. So you really want to press this into the eyelid. Because we have that sticky base, that will help, and the brush is wet, that helps, and the shape of the brush. So all those things work for you in this instance to get you the best amount of colour payoff. And like with the jumbo pencil at the beginning, you don't want to take it as high as what you're going to want the overall look to be, because you're going to blend it a little bit higher with a softer brush in a second. And it's better to not take things as high straight away because you can always add more later, whereas if we take the black really far out, you're gonna really struggle to bring that back in if you don't like it. With the ends of the bristles, you want to then line it underneath of the eye. Obviously you could swap to a different brush, but this is relatively flat, so it will work well. Perfect, now back to our bright purple shade, and that pencil brush we were using, we're just going to buff that black out. Now it's sort of a case of going backwards through the stages again, unfortunately, just to make sure it's all quite perfect. As perfect as you can get it. I'm not saying my makeup's perfect, just this I find gives me the best results for what my level of skill is at the moment. Now for my waterline and tight line, I'm going to use NYX Gel Pencil in Black. And really press that in between the hairs. You want to make sure that there's no little bit of skin poking through. I'm also going to take that across the eyelid. I'm going to do the liquid eyeliner off camera, for that I'm going to use NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. So now that I've done most of the eye makeup, I've just gone over with some micellar water to remove any fallout. And now as a primer I'm going to use Vichy's Normablend. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the BB cream in shade Light. It is a little bit too dark for my skin, but it helps with acne, and my skin's really bad at the moment because it's that time of the month. It provides a little bit of coverage, and I just think overall it has quite a nice sticky finish to it where your foundation sort of clings to it quite well and lasts a long time. Because it is the wrong colour, I'm just going to make sure it's really pressed down my neck. So I'm going to go in with the right shade of foundation, so that will help, but you know, it's best to just be a bit more careful. Right, there we go. You can see what a difference that already makes to my skin. It's just a lot clearer. Obviously down here there's a lot of textural issues and things like that. I don't have my ring light on, I'm just sort of filming in my front room. So yeah, all this is super visible compared to normal because generally it's lit all the way around, so there's less shadows. Whereas right now I'm lit from my window, which is that side, causing all sorts of texture. But that's just the reality of it. So next I'm going to go in with my foundation. For that I'm using Urban Decay's All Nighter in shade 0.5. I'm going to start off with one pump of that and take this brush from Real Techniques, which I think is their cheek brush. Yep. You can see how much lighter that is, but that is actually the colour of my neck. And you can feel that Vichy product underneath it sort of clinging to the foundation, but I really like that. Be careful around the eyes. If you've done all that nice blending, you don't want to just swoop in there and destroy it all. Obviously we're going to do just a tiny bit more blending anyway, but it's best to be careful. You also don't want any black on your brush. And again with this product, take it down the neck. It's actually like 5:30, and I'm not going anywhere or doing anything. So I'm putting on so much makeup just to take it all off. But I've had a really productive morning. I did an exercise video, one of Carly Rowena's ones. I edited 2 other videos that are really old, that I filmed in my old house. And yeah, they're scheduled to go online. One's a hair dyeing one, and the other is a makeup tutorial of the makeup I wore for New Year's Eve. But I filmed it after New Year's Eve. And to sort of give you some perspective, I moved house in November. Me and Chris moved into this flat, and so it's February now. That's how old one of them is. You just forget you film things, like my computer is just thousands and thousands of pictures of my face. And things get lost within that reel of photos. Just going to take a little bit of concealer. I look hilarious with my little ears out. Take a little bit of my concealer and just go under my eyes, so I'll zoom you in. So you can see what a difference that makes. It just eliminates any of this sort of darkness that detracts from the makeup. Just adds a bit more brightness to your skin. Take that concealer anywhere else where you might need it. So I have a massive blemish here, and then all this. But to be fair, the colour of all them is like matching the rest of my skin, it's just the texture of them. There's not much I can do about that, but that's fine. Now I'm just going to settle that in place with the translucent powder. Okay, so now that's done, I'll zoom you back in, and we basically just want to make sure that our eye makeup blends into our foundation well. I'm taking the bigger, fluffier brush out of all the ones I used and just going around the edges. There's no extra product on it. I'm just going to soften any harsh lines. As I quite often like to do, I'm going to take Mermaid from NYX and use that as my inner corner highlight. I've spritzed my brush just to make sure the product really sticks. Oh, it's such a good colour. I'm then going to take Trip from Lime Crime, which is a diamond crusher. I love the smell of these. I think they're so nice. I think it just really brings it to life. It makes it a bit more of an interesting smoky eye. I guess we should continue with the purple theme, so I'm going to take Mermaid, I can't speak today, Mermaid, and use it to highlight my cheeks. Oh, what would look quite nice is in one of the sleek highlighting palettes there's a nice blue. That could work well. I've just turned on my ring light because it was just getting super dark in here, but it's very far away. But it means that you can see that nice blue sheen, because the colour's really fair. It doesn't have a weird shift to it. Some of the really colourful highlighters I have a really dark yellowy shift to them, particularly those Topshop ones. I find I can only use them as an inner corner highlight, because if I put a streak of them on my cheek, when they're not in the nice coloured light, when they're the other way around, it's sort of brown, whereas this you don't have that. Does that make any sense? I think it'd be clearer if I sort of showed you with pictures, so maybe I'll do that another time. For now though, I'm going to do my mascara. For that I'm going to use H&M's High and Mighty Mascara and curl my lashes as well. So I'll do that off camera and then I'll be right back. And I'll also do my eyebrows actually. So for that I'm going to do a mixture of these two products, which are the gels from NYX. I'm going to use Espresso and Blond. The reason for that is because Espresso is slightly too dark, and the shade below, which is, there's Brunette and Chocolate, they're slightly too warm. So yeah, if I mix this with Blonde, it gets me the perfect shade. So I'll do all that off camera and I'll be right back. So there we go guys, that's the makeup look complete, and I have to say I absolutely love it. I really like the mix of the black and the purple and just how dark and grungy it is here, and then how sort of radiant and light that inner corner is. Those diamond crushers work so well on top of other makeup. They don't sort of disrupt any foundation underneath or any eyeliner, things like that, and they dry down to a really matte finish. So you can even use them on top of your foundation as a highlighter, and it won't move anything else about, and it will settle down really quickly. You don't need to put powder over the top or anything like that. They're just absolutely fantastic. On my lips, I've got a liquid lipstick from Primark actually, and it was only £1, and it's in the shade Kendall. And it's a nice cool tone pink, and I think it complements the look really well. But you could obviously go super gothic and have a black lip or purple, or really any colour that you choose. I just think that I quite like a nude lip, and this shade works really well with it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like my style of videos, then please subscribe to my channel. It really makes a huge difference. I do a mixture of makeup tutorials, swatches, first impressions, things like that, some unboxing videos. So if that's the sort of thing you're after, then go ahead and subscribe and click the bell button next to it so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. So thanks for showing your support, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, bye bye.